Hey everybody, how's it going? I'm Sethum and welcome back to another video for Raid Shadow Dungeons. In this video I'm going to be continuing with the third chapter, and I believe that is the Catacombs of Narbuk. Before we get into that though, I am going to do some preparations and stuff just so I am ready for the next chapter.
Either by sacrificing duplicate champions or by using skill tomes. Epic skill tomes can upgrade uncommon, common, rare and epic champions, but won't work on legendary champions. Epic and legendary skill tomes are extremely rare, so don't waste them. You never want to use a legendary tome upgrading a rare champion.
Okay, so now we got through all of that. Let's see, is there anything that I can do to upgrade one of my champions? So I think I'm going to go with the main spellcaster that I've got from the storyline. I kind of forgot his name, but I've got these guys right here, and so obviously they will be food for upgrades later on. So what I need to do is I want to get these guys up to 2 stars, or at least that would be the idea behind it. And then I can use these to consume and upgrade the ones with the 2 stars to 3 stars, and eventually then consume the ones with the 3 stars to get to 4 stars and stuff like that. So basically it's a ranking system, and as I progress the story it's going to get more and more difficult, so therefore I will need to continuously rank up. So let's see who I'm going to be ranking up. Let's see. We've got you, we can do that. That should do. So now I've got 3 basically tier 1 champions ranked up to tier 2. So let's see. Later on I'm gonna obviously continue leveling those guys up, and so I'm gonna be using those as food for my champion. At least that's the way the system works in this game. So let's get into it.
At last, they arrived at Narbuk, where the temple was now consecrated to the cult of Suroth. Guided by their torches, they entered the catacombs, where the wind howled with the anguished screams of the restless dead. As they sank deeper into the vaulted galleries, a voice on the wind became ever more distinct, now echoing words of protest, now prayers to Lamea, the goddess of light.
Alright, nice little story there. Okay, so this is what I could potentially get from this stage. Very interesting. I did get her actually on my first play of the game on my mobile, but I don't think I'm going to get her this time around. It'd be nice though, if I'm honest. I do need rare champions eventually so I can upgrade my main characters. So I'm going to be focusing primarily on 1 champion, potentially 2 actually, as things do get more difficult. So that's going to help throughout the story. Maybe I can get some nice characters on my travels. I mean, I'm going to be doing this without any money, as I said in my previous episodes, and this isn't going to be something necessarily that's going to take over what I normally do on the channel. This is a bit of a break at this current time from Ark and Conan, and to answer something that I posted a while back on YouTube, or on my channel anyway, I did consider doing the DLCs for Conan Exiles, but at the end of the day, there's a lot of channels that do that, and I don't know if I really necessarily want to do it. I do want to focus more on the guides for Conan and Ark, and sometimes just playing those 2 games, it does get a bit monotonous, so I decided to look for other games. Now initially I was going to look at World of Warcraft, but so far this is kind of satisfying my need for an RPG style game. There's a lot of grinding to it. It does make good use of stats and skills, and there's a lot to take into consideration, so it's quite a complex game. It definitely satisfies my need for an RPG game. So maybe instead of going with World of Warcraft, which is now more or less 15 years old, and don't get me wrong, World of Warcraft is a good game, and if I would have gone with it, it would have most definitely been World of Warcraft Classic. But again, This one's a new game, that one's an old game, and as much as I've got good memories of playing that game, I cannot help but ask myself the question as to what Blizzard is going to do with World of Warcraft Classic when it runs its course. Are they going to launch Burning Crusade again, or what? You know, I mean, I think the most I liked out of World of Warcraft was Classic and Burning Crusade. After that, it started to get kind of silly for me, and I kind of opted out at Cataclysm. Saying that, I did pay for 1 month's subscription, so I might, in my spare time, play a little bit on it. I'm not going to make any videos on it though. I think I'm going to stick to this, and as I've said, once I get through the campaign and figure out how things work, I am going to start making some guides. This is a very complex game, and I actually like how complex it is for a mobile game. I like all the details. It does satisfy my urge for some sort of RPG. I just wish, if there was one thing to say, that there was more of a storyline to follow, even if it meant reading it. I think that the storyline so far from what I've seen is really good. I like all of the, I say, original names. I guess some people might find them cringy, but I don't think they're cringy. I like them. They are really original names for the characters, the world, the map, and I actually really dig that. I like it so much. Alright, okay. So with that said, let's continue with our objective. Now, I want to get through this as quick as possible. I am using autoplay, and at this point it is serving my purpose. I have, I suppose, got through it so far. I hope I can continue doing this. We'll see how far I can get. I'm going to try and grind through this within a couple of days. I am still on my first day of the game. I'm just going to portion out the videos into episodes. So while that is going on in the background, obviously that will mean a lot of editing from me. That'll also give me time to look at some other topics for Ark Survival Evolved, and maybe make some guides for that. I have been struggling with time lately. It is quite hard trying to do this YouTube thing as a full-time thing whilst having a job and a family. And here we are at the boss. Let's go for it. Now, I remember this boss from my first run. Not all that difficult, but pretty darn amazing. Obviously, this boss is a champion that you can obtain through shards later on in the game. And if I'm honest, I cannot wait to get me some legendary and epic champions. I am definitely looking for it. I'm probably going to have a little collection of stuff. I'm not quite sure how many of these guys I'll need, depending for what tasks, or for all the tasks that are available in the game.
The company crashed into a chamber to find King Teba strapped to a chair, his captors forcing a brew down his throat. They made short work of the aggressors, then cut the king from his binds. "I have been bewitched," he began in rasping breaths, "forced to declare war on Arabia." Then, handing them his royal signet, he said, "Ask Queen Eva forgiveness for my forced betrayal. Thank her for giving refuge to my people, and request her help to find the cause of this shadow."
Now that was ace. I did like the way the narrator actually did the voices. That was ace. I like that. I laughed at it the first time, but not in a bad way. It's actually quite pleasant to see that. Really nice. Liked it so much. Plus, as I've said, I do like the drawings in the background, so I hope to see more campaigns with story from this game in the future. That would be amazing. Now, as far as I can guess, you end up finishing the campaign, then you do it on hard difficulty and whatever the other difficulty is to grind out your characters. But I would really like to see more of the story. We'll see. I've not actually completed the main campaign, so I don't know what it ends like, so, or what the ending's like at least. but I really want to see some more. Just because I like the way that guy narrates the story. It's freaking amazing. And actually, that is one of the things that has made me decide to put this game on the channel. Yes, it's a mobile game, but being able to play it on the PC, that is definitely my thing. And I actually like the fact that I can play it on both a mobile device and on PC, so therefore I can play it on the go if I'm not on my PC, because there will be days where, you know, I might travel and all I need to do is just log on to the game from my mobile so I can continue grinding out stuff and all that good stuff. Definitely looking forward to enjoying all the content that this game has. I hope you guys are looking forward to enjoying it with me. And with that being said and done, time to end this particular episode, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. With that being said and done, that is it for this video, folks. I do hope that you have enjoyed it, and if you have, please don't forget to support me and the channel by hitting that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new and haven't already for more similar content from myself. And if you have just subscribed, why not check out some of my other videos and guides here on this channel? Who knows, you might just enjoy them. And of course, for those interested, you can always find me on the Sethtopia Discord. Links to this, of course, you can find down below in the video's description, as well as in a pinned comment for myself. Also, don't forget to hit that bell icon so that you get notified when I upload new videos and content to the channel. And until next time, stay safe, folks.